Why, hello there. So today I wanted to do something different from what I normally do. I always do makeup tutorials and reviews, and I never just sit down and talk to you guys. And today I had a little mini meltdown because of holiday stress on my Snapchat, and it was kind of a strange experience for me because I don't normally complain or talk about my life to you guys, and surprisingly, you guys seem to really enjoy it and you want to know more about my life, so I decided that I would do that on my Snapchat going forward, but I also figured, let me try that out for YouTube. I know that you guys don't follow me on every single social media platform that I have, so if you guys like this type of video, please give it a thumbs up, let me know in the comments, and I'll make more of them. I figured I would just do kind of like a small talk, heart-to-heart, friendly chat with you guys and see what happens, so here goes. And I'm gonna be enjoying some wine while we talk. Well, while I talk at you and you listen. And before anyone asks, my lip color is Outlaw by Kat Von D, and I got this from Michaels. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but I haven't really been able to drink wine lately. And lately I mean within the last 6 months, a year or so. And for some reason it just gives me a headache. I don't know if it's the tannins, whatever you call it, the preservatives or whatever they use in the wine, they just give me a headache and it's horrible. So I was really sad because I like wine. I never used to when I was younger. I actually went to Italy. I lived in Italy for about a month, I think 3 or 4 years ago now, and I loved it. I miss it so much. I lived in Florence, or Firenze, I think. I completely forget any Italian that I learned when I was there, except for molto bene and ciao. But I really miss my life there. It was a study abroad program with my college, and we went to learn digital bookmaking. And what we did was we had to go out and take photos, and at the end of the semester, we would put them all together in a digital book, hence the name of the class. But it was just such a fun experience, and it was before I dressed goth, so I wonder now, going back, if I would attract, well, I'm sure I would attract a lot more attention. I was told not to dress in an attention-grabbing way, and back then I wasn't really alternative looking. I was starting to get more into it, but it was mostly band shirts and wearing all black, no crazy makeup yet, no contacts, no fangs, and no wigs. So I pretty much looked very normal, and I do wonder if I went back looking like this, what would happen? Sorry if you see me making any weird faces, because my right fang keeps falling out. I need to redo them myself because I've been wearing these for a little over 2 years now and they've gotten very loose. These are my scarecrow vampire fangs, which everyone asks me about on Instagram. But I'm sure I would attract a lot of attention if I went back now, but I really wish I could go back because the food was so good. And you guys know I have celiacs, so I can't eat any bread or pasta or anything Italian, basically. So when I was there, I had celiacs as well. I've had it since high school. And I was able to eat anything I wanted. I had bread, I had pasta, I had everything that I shouldn't be having with no reaction. And it was amazing. I miss that too. The food was the best part. I think I turned 21. Yeah, I turned 21 when I was in Italy, but I got to go to Venice and spend the day there on my birthday, and it was the best birthday ever. I remember I went to Venice, took a gondola ride, and just really enjoyed myself. The seafood there is fantastic. I highly recommend it if you like seafood. And then we went home, I think by train, to Florence, and there I went out, had a fancy dinner, and then I went out by myself because I was there with a group of people and they want to do their own thing, so I was like, that's fine, I'll go, you guys do your thing, it's my birthday, I want to celebrate the way I want to celebrate. So there was an organ concert there, free organ concert mind you, down the street from where I lived. And I went and it was the best. They played Toccata and Fugue, some of my favorite organ pieces, and then after that I went out, bought myself a strawberry daiquiri, and went and called my best friend. And I remember standing on one of the bridges, the famous bridges in Florence, I think the Ponte Vecchio, but I remember just standing there talking to her, a little drunk. Speaking of my best friend, Becca, if you're watching this, hi! When I came out with my 20 things, when I came out with my 20 things you didn't know about me video, I didn't expect anyone I knew to watch it. I don't really expect anyone that I know from like family or friends in real life to watch my videos because I just don't expect them to want to because they already know me, they know everything about me, and they get to see me in real life, so why watch me on YouTube? But she told me the other day that she had watched that video, the 20 things about me, And it was just such a weird feeling to have my best friend, who I've known pretty much all my life, sitting there in the comfort of her home choosing to watch me on YouTube. I think it's because, and I was asking my boyfriend about this as well, because he's a professor and he records lectures, so it's that same kind of thing. When friends and family listen to you or watch you, it's just a strange feeling, because it's not that I don't want them to watch it, it just feels odd because that's not the audience that I intended it for. I intended it for my followers or people that don't know me. And I guess I would speak a little differently and talk about different things if it was just my best friend or my mom or my brothers. And another thing about social media, YouTube especially, and Instagram, doing videos like this, it feels to me very narcissistic. It feels very self-centered, like, oh, look at me, talk about everything that I want to talk about. You know, you have to sit and listen to me for however many minutes this goes on for. But I've come to realize that that's what some people want. They want to come home after a long day at work, or even at work, I've been told. People watch my videos, and they just want to sit down, veg out, and listen to other people's problems. They want to see other people's lives, what other people are doing, and that's where I fit in, because I am, you know, in a way, I'm a beauty influencer, but I'm also kind of like, I fit into the lifestyle as well, because I'm more alternative, and that's not what people are really used to seeing. So that makes me more interesting, I guess. I was actually just talking to a coworker today at lunch, saying, you know, because he talks to me all about my Instagram all the time, because he's trying to build his. He's like, wow, you have so many followers, that's so great. You know, how does it feel? What do you think? And it's strange. It's really strange to think that now on Instagram I just hit today 45,000 people. It's crazy to think that 45,000 people, and then including you guys here on YouTube, that you guys want to see what I do, that you keep, you know, that you're supporting me by watching, by following, by, you know, liking, commenting. And it really means the world to me, because I started Instagram just thinking, oh, I want to become a promoter. I want to be able to review products, you know, do lip swatches, all that kind of stuff, and get things sent to me by companies. And then when I achieved that, it's like, I did not expect that to happen at all, especially not so quickly. But I'm blown away every time you guys comment and say, oh, we love this, we want more, this was so great, you're so good at this. It's like, oh, thanks. And when it comes to Snapchat and Instagram and even YouTube, where I kind of get my inspiration from and what I try to do is I see other people that I love watching. Say, for instance, like Kat Von D or Alyssa Marie Artistry or even Drac Makins in the past. I try to put out the kind of content that I would want to see from other people. Like if I saw someone doing a makeup tutorial on Snapchat, I was like, ooh, that's really cool. I want to see more of that. So then I would do that myself. And I've been trying to do that, but it's hard because I keep sleeping in the morning. So I usually don't wear makeup to work now, or I'll just wear very minimal makeup. So I don't really have the extra time to do a Snapchat tutorial, but I will try to be better about that in the future, because I know some of you guys have been enjoying those as well. But it's just been so crazy, and I want to thank you guys so much. You have no idea how fulfilling it is for me to see that I may not have 100,000 followers or 1 million followers, or I may not be invited to these really fancy events in LA or New York City like these other makeup gurus or influencers. I'm able to help people every day. Like, so many people have told me, girls and guys alike, you inspire me, you know, you've inspired me to go out of the box with my makeup looks, you know, you inspired me to wear an out-of-the-box lip color the other day, you've helped me feel more confident. I never thought that I would have that kind of influence on people, and I try to safeguard that and not lead you guys down the wrong path, which is why I've made my videos like private labeling, you know, all that stuff, and I try to warn you guys about bad companies, because I forget who it was, but I know I saw a comment at some point where someone was saying something like, why are you giving these companies press if they're bad? Why are you giving them attention if they're bad? Because that's just giving them more advertising. Well, the whole point of what I do is to give an honest review, and that includes warning people of companies that you should look out for. And I think that's just as important, if not more, than pointing out companies that are good. Because people need to know, you know, who to trust, who to look to, and who they can buy from without being worried about being stolen from or getting a bad deal or false advertising. So that's why I really enjoy what I do. I wish that I could make a career off of this so I could do this full time, but unfortunately I cannot at the moment. But hearing that I inspire people and that I make people happy, it's such a great feeling. I can't describe it. And I used to think people on social media that had big followings like Manny MUA, you know, all those other people, that they were silly or that they didn't really mean it when they said that they loved their followers. But now that I am, where I have such a good following, I completely understand, because it really makes my day to see the same familiar, you know, names commenting, "This is great, keep up the great work." You know, the messages that I get from you guys, I feel like I've made new friends, and it sounds cheesy, I know, but it's just so wonderful. You guys have changed my life, again, sounding cheesy. And I really wouldn't be where I am on social media today without you guys. And I wouldn't be reviewing all the products that I get without you guys as well. So I really have to say thank you for that. And I really appreciate you guys. And I love you. Alright, so I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'm probably going to wrap it up soon so I don't talk your guys' ears off for forever. But I just wanted to say I found the perfect wedding the other day. I think it was this morning or yesterday morning, because when I first wake up is I go immediately on my phone and I start scrolling through Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media I end up opening first. And I found, this is a little creepy, I'm gonna admit that right now, I found a friend of a friend's photos of her most recent wedding, and they were set to public so anyone could see them. What captured my attention was that it was a picture of my friend, this person I knew from high school, and the bride, and she was wearing black. So I was like, did a double take, wait a second, that's my friend, I know she's not married, and that's the bride? She's not wearing white? I need to see this. Because I literally do not know anyone who is gothic, especially not anyone who's gotten married in a black wedding dress. That's like my fantasy. So I was like, hold up, I need to go look at this person. And I'll show you guys some photos, you know, without being creepy. I'll block out their faces. But oh my goth. Her dress is literal perfection. It is so gorgeous. It was so elegant and so beautiful. I would wear that as an everyday dress, but it was just fancy enough to be like, yes, that's a wedding dress. I would absolutely wear that as a wedding dress. And at this point in my life, I don't really see myself getting married, but this wedding, the pictures of this wedding made me want to get married. That's how beautiful they were. And they just spoke right to my heart. I have to look at them on my phone so I can remember every detail. But what I loved was that the bride was in black with like a lacy, you know, backless, sheer, just gorgeous dress. And the groom was all in black with a white coat. And you'd think, oh, that sounds like he would look like a waiter. He didn't. He looked really good, in my opinion anyway. But her train was so, I can't get over this dress. And then their bouquets were all like the fall, purple, orange, white, Halloween colors. It was just so beautiful. One of the things that killed me was that the groom had a close-up shot of his, what are these called? Cufflinks. Thank you. The little cufflinks that hold your sleeves together. He had a close-up of that, and it was Jack Skellington and Sally. Done. It doesn't get more goth than that for a wedding. I was like, oh my gosh, and they are so cute, and she is so gorgeous. I was just in my bed there like, dying, everything is perfect. I want that dress. I was so tempted to comment on it and say, where did you get your dress? But I didn't want to be creepy because I was already being creepy by looking at her photos. I mean, I know they're public, but still. I was so excited. I was like, oh, if I ever get married, this is how I'm doing it. Also, completely different note, completely different topic. Can we just take a second, I don't know if you guys listen to them or not, to talk about Pentatonix's new, I don't know if it's an album or what, but their new song, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. I am obsessed with it. I have been listening to it on repeat for the last couple of days ever since I first heard it. I love Pentatonix. They are so amazing. I can't get enough of their music. I've been listening to Christmas music since September. I really, really love Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays out of the year besides Halloween, and I can't get enough. If you haven't heard it, please go listen to it right now. God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen by Pentatonix. It's amazing. That's all I need to say. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little talky, chatty, conversational video. Let me know if you want me to do more. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment or something so I know. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!